And that's enough time for the delay. Welcome everyone to the Temple of Technology. I am your host, Scott James Magner, the idiot with a microphone. And it is the time where I throw the text up there. That's me. I do not know what I'm doing, especially tonight where I am playing Mass Effect Andromeda. This is my second night doing so. I'm kind of stoked about it. We're going to do a complete playthrough as best we can. And it really is going to be a good night. I have been having a few microphone issues of late, but everything should be resolved now. And in fact, I am willing to go. There's a little bit of bookkeeping I want to do, so we'll get down to that, and then we'll head on towards the game. I have been a few changes here in the Temple of Technology today. I had an earlier stream, but if you didn't see that, what you need to know is that Camera 2 has a new look. I did indeed get a drop-down piece of cloth here to hide the window. It's not going to stay, especially not this particular piece of cloth, because I discovered if I had looked for another 5 minutes last night when I ordered it, I would have found one that's exactly the same color, made by exactly the same people that made my pull-up green screen, and this will be a larger piece of cloth that will come down. I ordered that. It'll be in here tomorrow. I also ordered some more lights because as you can see, the lighting in this corner here is not consistent, and that means that when you go to camera 2, as I am going to where we are now, but when you turn on the chroma key, it's not exactly what you want. Uh, Actually, tonight it's pretty much what I want. Huh, look at that. So this happens to be the right lighting. I thought it was a little different lighting, but it's not going to be exact, and the way I've got it set up there on the wall isn't really a good long-term solution for me. I got a 5 by 4 piece of green cloth, and really I thought the 6 by 9 would be too big, and this is 4 and 5 that way, and I have a little bit extra coverage, extra wall showing over here, and in the back I need a little more wall, I think, if we're going to do this right. So I ordered a 6 by 9 piece of green screen drop cloth. It'll be here tomorrow, and then I'll have a bit more coverage. But you can see here, that it looks a lot better with this backdrop than it did with the desktop capture. Let me show you what I'm talking about exactly. Let me turn off the capture card. Yeah, so here's the moon, right? So you can see that it's not exactly what I want. And when I've got my hand up here casting shadows in between my effect lighting and the wall, it doesn't do really what I want. In fact, this little ring light that I dislike so much, just that much more extra light on the wall really helps to get the green screen and the capture working the way I want it to work. So tomorrow there will be a new wall covering. It'll be a larger, more complete wall covering. It'll pretty much go down to the floor and then some behind this monitor setup. So there's more things we could do. Camera 2 is meant to be a less polished, more direct interaction than the joys of Camera 1. So I'm hoping that things will they'll come together. They really will. And with that in mind, I'm going to start the playthrough. I know that nobody's here, but they can come in late. That's okay. I really want to get through a lot of stuff today, and I hope that you'll stay with me. That'll be fun. So here we are. It's my big game capture. It's me at the top, Retro Game Night, and Mass Effect Andromeda. You can I can hear the game audio. I can see the capture card working. So I think we're good to go. I'm going to play with these levels for as long as I can until somebody tells me they can't hear either me or the game. And with that in mind, I'm going to turn on my eyesight. Oh, I hate it when you get dust. The tiniest bit of dust, right? And you didn't know the dust was there, and when you put your glasses on, you're looking through dust instead of starlight. And then you just smoosh things around. Your glasses get even dirtier. I know this is compelling television here, watching me clean my glasses, or not watching me clean my glasses, as the case may be. That's the kind of stuff that Camera 2 is just made for. Really. Yeah, the high impact of glasses cleaning on a streamer's life. Alright, that's better. That's a lot better. That's a lot worse. If you want to hear more about the green screen, check out my earlier stream today called The Idiot with a Microphone Goes Green Unboxing, or something like that. It was earlier today. I've eaten since then. And, as you may have guessed, this is an adult podcast. I will be consuming adult beverages. And I may make increasingly bad choices as we go through the game. Hope not. We should be fine. Look at that. Glasses. I can see, you can see me. Everything's groovy. So go back over here. Camera 1, you get the sound in. I've got my trusty Xbox controller. I am playing on the Xbox Series X. I have a capture card plugged into the back of my PC, and that card also feeds this monitor over here where the game is going to be playing. Since the capture card is currently overwriting the game, I'm going to throw Streamlabs OBS up here on my main monitor. I can see myself in camera 2, which is really important. It gives me an idea of how everything's going to look because I've got the source sitting up there. It's a little better in long range. It lets me know where I'm looking and what I'm looking at. And so, let's begin. Press A to start. The music just swelled. The music has swelled. I do want to resume. When last we left our heroes, we had just reached. I'm gonna adjust camera 1 a little bit because I want to see more of the screen here. Why do I care? That's not the screen I'm looking at. Screw it, camera 1, non-stop, all me all the time.
Wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
For those who come in late.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led
Guy's
to
got a really loud voice. He's talking to me from way over there.
The insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
Exciting. Will either of these people talk to me? I am 2 hours into the game. There is no romance yet.
A lot of people will want to see you.
Of course, we have to sprint to get around. Is there anything in here I can scan? Huh. He's scanning too. I scan, he scans, you scan, we all scan. And now we'll get on the train.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period. Any threats from the locals? So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
This day just keeps getting...
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
All your favorite
The
Mass
crew
Effect
of the
races?
Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
My heart? Am I technical? Am I heart? Am I technical? No, we're technical.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at her.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Alright, ask me a question. Ready, let's hope so. You know, I'm not that guy. Not that gal, rather. I'm ready.
I'm ready to step up and do what needs to be done. I can handle it.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
Aren't you
That's no way to
Commander
treat a guest.
Buzzkill?
I'm Nakmor Kesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship.
Discuss?
I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Oh,
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance to
Ma'am, the
brew.
Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Taylor, where's that chat? The Hyperion is starting to send a tally of supplies. Handling something big, is she? I'll just organize this as it comes in and send it your way.
I got people to talk to, things to do.
Hello, Console. You and I are going to meet with your friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go in no time. As soon as we hook you up to all that juicy, juicy power.
Excellent. What? Girl Scout cookies. Hyperion's inventory lists the Galactic Scout cookies.
Wait, really? Seriously? I want those.
It is an impressive view, isn't it?
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
All right. Did all those things. Did all those things. All right. 784 XP to go. Oh, I can save the game right here. Excellent. It's exciting. I didn't get to save the game before it was all from autosaves, but now it's not.
What choice do we have? All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
Well, I don't like either of these choices, to be honest. The logical one is very harsh, and this one isn't strong enough, but I'm going to go with heart here.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Oh, look at all the things I want to know.
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
Okay, well that's interesting.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend.
Just checking it over here on
He
camera
hated
too.
that I
Seems
didn't
to work
use his
well.
title. But no one's a Pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative.
And there it
We
is.
came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
You know, I don't like you so much, but that's okay.
We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
It was an interesting briefing, though. Got a bunch of that stuff squared away. What's next? We'll find Tam. Doing a scan in here. Not a thing.
Please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Go in here. Who we'll talk to? Oh, an information wall. Yeah, I want to use that.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at workspace not allocated. Please
She's
select
dead.
a topic.
All right.
You are Sarah Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan.
That's who I
Based
take
on
orders
current
from.
staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets, capable of supporting life, are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
Well then, how about the selection process?
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Heleus Cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
That's what you think. At least one of them does not work.
Welcome back, Sarah Ryder. Please select a topic.
Nope, nothing changed there. Okay. 42 meters, 23 meters, 37 meters. Oh, so many choices. Go talk to Mr. Dude here.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Tell me about Chiggy.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
It's Chiggy!
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
Sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Sorry, I gotta adjust my chair. I've been sitting on a cushion. Help correct my posture a little bit, but that cushion just got really uncomfortable. Like it just ran out of cush. I'm not saying that my chair is gonna be much better, but at least I'm not sitting on that cushion. Okay, where were we? All right, let's talk about Turians.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. It's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arcanacy.
I mean, I keep staring at this dude's mouth, right? And Turian mouths have always bothered me because they are not rational. There is no way to chew food, so they are simply predators. They are ripping whatever they got, and somehow they're able to eat the same food we're able to eat. And it just bothers me. But let's talk about the militia.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Sweet.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
That's somebody who actually cares that I have a rank. Let's look at these strike team missions.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
That person has a name. I should talk with them. They have a name and an exclamation point.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's a Turian.
Oh my, So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Uh-oh.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'm Sarah Ryder, and this is my favorite crime on the Nexus.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
I may not get to that.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now...
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
You were looking for
believe it. Nexus is running
champagne, not beer.
Not just that.
That's sloppy.
A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for a frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
I don't care for that so much.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
Okay, that was an unfortunate bit of coughing.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder. No standoff there. Too small for lizards.
You'd be surprised. There's also birdvine in the seed bank.
Nobody's making creeper in Andromeda.
You'd be surprised.
Little side
Procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please
talk there. What's over here? Is this medbay? Oh, it's an arms merchant. I could buy guns from a vending machine. Shotgun. I have 100 credits. I'm buying none of these things. I don't even know what I can sell. I'm not going to sell anything until I have to, but also until I know what it does.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
You got it. Shop till you drop. Here I come.
That's fine. Hey, wait. Please don't drop anything you bought from me, okay? Tam would have my head if anything happened to you on my account.
Yeah, no money. Are you talking? Hey, Sergeant Aker.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Milken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
Hey there, Wes.
Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
How are
Your
things
wife's
sounding?
all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
I'm so sorry. That's awful.
We were close. He was a stubborn son of a... I admire that about him. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
That is a pretty strong case for evacuation right there, let me tell you. Oh, what am I just got distracted here, not looking at the right things.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Okay, so where do I go to find this evidence?
Tempest crew should report to the docking area.
Go back to Kandros, I guess.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a murderer? Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
See if I can get the other conversation option out of here.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Nope.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
That was it right there. I had the one chance to ask that question, and I asked a different question. That's okay.
Power draw is now at 100%.
Talk with this dude.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time.
Do that.
There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. Still early, but I think we made a dent.
We totally
say
cured it.
We've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
No wonder your people have such a problem with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy.
Conquering the galaxy is a big deal.
To respond. And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
Okay. I'm reviewing the chat settings here real fast just to make sure I can see all the messages that come in, all the people that come in. It's something I've been missing, not having from the main Twitch interface. So, but then, well, look at that, more questions.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up.
Such language.
There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Gian Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
Other questions?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions.
Oh my.
I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
I just got distracted there. Hold on. I have many questions. Many questions.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
That's a raw deal.
With
That's
your
not good at
clan
all.
gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
Oh, complicated.
Nothing more for now.
See you later. Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care. We know the problem is more widespread than we thought.
Now, is that armor something I can equip?
Power draw is now at 100%.
I don't have all the stuff. Okay. So, Omni Blade. Don't know how to make weapons yet. I know how to steal them. That's important. Who am I talking to in here? Who's got a name I could talk to?
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is
Operations
now
over
at
there.
100%.
Door.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself.
Hooray!
To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket.
Chiggy!
They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some
Unflattering.
other business?
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Heleus, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was hoping
Yeah.
you'd ask.
What can you
It's
tell me?
mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Hooray!
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
I guarantee you we're going to see those guys.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Heleus. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Used to be.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Interesting.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance.
Oh
The
my.
Krogan demanded a greater
Racist
say in
much?
political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
You're a racist.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated.
I'm blowing a whistle.
My people
Their planet was
tried to
devastated,
uplift them,
not
but the
decimated.
Krogan could never tame their
As
worst
lazy.
instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Everybody likes big words, but nobody likes using them the right way.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home
No
in search
human.
of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
The doubters.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Racist!
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here, or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. So
You didn't
how
say
does
anything
anything
wrong.
get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
Okay, that's a goodbye.
That's all. Thanks
Thank you for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Give me some serious consideration to standing up for this.
Please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
How hard is that going to be, actually? Let me think about this. I've got the tools and technology. It's simply a matter of lifting this all up safely.
More power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are
Okay, that we need to go over
coupling
there.
is complete.
No, I don't have time to screw around with this tonight. Next stream, I'll get this all set up for standing. But for now, I'm just going to stand up and look down. Should be easy enough. All right, let's go running.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
All right, moving on. Docking clamps?
Fully active and engaged.
Docking hatch integrity?
100% Nexus Control.
And we're done.
Talk to me, Cassidy Shaw.
I'm Sarah Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Not yet.
Well, it's telling. I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
The camera 2 can catch me standing up. Yep, there I am standing. It's not all that enticing. But it can be done. And that's what's important. So were I to do this tomorrow, do with the standing desk for everything, I'll have to make sure to pull this tripod up a little more to make sure it can capture. But it can be done. I get plenty of play on my headphones. That's important. All right, let's talk about Chiggy.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
What about Chiggy?
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Try to get my chair out of the way so I can do this all right. About Nilkin.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Friends fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you.
I don't think
To
that
me,
happened.
That's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Can wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity.
Okay.
On heightened alert.
Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
Okay, well then.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
You're an angry person. All right, I guess I'm heading back. Unless there's more stuff I can do up here. I want to see that footage. Maybe the dude said it was there in the security room. Go down here and look. Oh, hey, what's that? Whoa. What's that right there? Talk to me,
Hey,
Raj.
you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the location.
Oh, I do love scanning things.
Just send me the data when you're done.
I like scanning things a lot.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know. It just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
That's a panel.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Nexus Control. It's odd on the request for the station system. Some sort of redundant power failure.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Sabotage!
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Can I actually get to the panel?
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion.
That's pretty cool.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
Can I talk to Dude yet?
Repair requests
Nope.
are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Show me another panel.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
My crew's working on it. Pathfinder,
Nothing more for now.
Okay.
see you later.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions. All personnel, be aware of any
Oh, that looks like a panel.
security is on heightened alert.
Aha! J'accuse!
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
Let's go talk to the cop. See if he'll listen.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
Huh.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
I should be able to deal with this. Ah. All right. So the multiplayer aspect of Mass Effect 3 is available here. What's going on? Why can't I?
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
I try to find another panel to scan around here.
You're in the forest? What district?
Moss. Bradbury Landing near the Green Band. Didn't last.
Not a fit? Maybe got out before he ran out.
What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like Quiro's rockfish?
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our expedition proves.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
I'm usually out in the field, but I wouldn't mind talking shop, or lab, you know.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket? Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Oh, hell yeah.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Pathfinder.
Doing some
we've had
science.
some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Yeah, I will.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened. And I need to know.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
I feel like I haven't finished this Rausch thing yet.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
I got more skills. I don't think I want to go biotic on this one. I thought we had skills. Oh, they didn't level up. I leveled up. But it says here that they should be able to do things. Got 2 points. There we go. Oh, that's me. I want Liam. There.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures...
Ah, I found the security footage. Let's see what really happened.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened.
I don't know why I can't see the supposed data. About the murder.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Stuff going on up there. Why can't I get to it?
Technicians, please report to the Hyperion
That's annoying.
coupling annex.
Is there another set of stairs somewhere? What am I missing? What am I not seeing?
Is now at 100%.
I guess I gotta go to the map. Alright, I'm here, I go there. Yeah, why aren't, oh, right. That door.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Engineering report. Hyperion
Alright, let's
power
wrap.
loss is now at 100%.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
She understands the stakes. If I fail, we...
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
Please be advised that Hyperion
We're not done
power
talking.
procedures are now complete.
I have many questions. One of the options are to have SAS. Like, you know, what are you doing after work? Okay.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
I think I'm going to habitation deck, I'm not sure. Anyone here to talk? No one has anything to say?
This is the captain. Basic revival team should hold and await further instructions.
There's someone over here to talk to. That's good news. I don't even know who it is. Oh, it's a Sam node. Okay, so I get to talk to myself.
Hello, Sarah. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's
Oh my.
physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human.
Enhancement.
It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
Symbiotic.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI, so what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
How do human experiences affect a computer?
This was a question your father often pondered. I am intended to be the answer.
Sounds like we both are. What does this mean for us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Oh, you better believe I got more
Thanks.
questions. Huh. I want to be an explorer. Oh, 2 points each, combat, tech, and biotics. Okay, got it. So right now I qualify as a soldier. I want to be an explorer, so I'll okay, let's save the game. Yep, I've made good choices. Let's talk to Sam some more.
Back, Sarah.
What are your capabilities?
Each arc houses a SAM, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed
Enough
by
standing. I'm
Andromeda
going to sit
support
down for a bit.
Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How'd my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
Oh, secrets, secrets, secrets. Too many secrets. Some C-Tech astronomy up in here.
So
Yeah, I caught that plural.
Other Sams out there?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced SAM in the initiative.
Yeah, my dad told you a lot of things.
What did he mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provides nectar to a bee, who in turn provides pollen for the flower. The bee gains nourishment, and the flower can propagate. In similar fashion, my own evolution was shaped by your father's experiences, and will now expand with yours. In return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
I take it you're based here in Samnode?
Correct. This is where my core processing unit resides. However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the Pathfinder mission team, even over great distances.
What more can you tell me about my implant?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
He removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Uh-huh. Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything?
Trust is an important concept in any relationship. Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Me more than you.
Yeah, let's avoid the brain frying wherever and whenever possible.
Do you know anything more about Scott's condition?
I'm fine.
To Dr. Carlisle's reports, he is providing Scott with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
That's all for now.
Of course. Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times.
Why did I pick that up? That doesn't make any sense.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
The coffee machine Mom got for Dad. He was so busy designing you. Needed the caffeine.
I did not realize I owed my existence to a being.
And now you know what humility feels like. What's on here, Sam?
Your father's personal logs. Several of them are encrypted.
The day is finally here. We're pushing off from Earth. We'll jump through a few relays first, then we hunker down for the long trip across dark space. It's daunting thinking about all the hopes and dreams aboard the Hyperion. I certainly have my own. I wasn't the husband or father I should have been. Here's hoping 600 years can change a man.
But no one will change.
Sam, this is a reminder about Dr. Liara Tassoni. She's an Asari archaeologist I corresponded with a few years back. She's got experience studying ancient cultures. Make sure the team gets her research. Could be useful in Andromeda.
And also
Liara
my
Tassoni, huh? She studied
manship's
the Protheans.
girlfriend.
When my team used to dig up artifacts, we debate her work. She had some pretty controversial theories, as I recall. Never gained much traction.
I have loaded Dr. Tassoni's research onto datapads.
Hello, Alec. This is Dr. Tassoni. I'm flattered you contacted me. Most scientists dismiss my work, but I'm young and Asari, and they are getting older. So we will see who has the final word. In the meantime, I'm happy to pass along my research. I hope your team finds it useful. Hello, Alec.
So I'm planning to watch every one of these. If you are lurking besides Wes, this might be boring, but at the same time, it's fun.
I could not bear to leave the Milky Way behind. There is so much about the Protheans I still hope to learn here. So much potential wisdom to tap. I wish you much good luck and future success.
Yeah, I absolutely believe we'll find Proteans up in here.
Dunn's agreed to a scouting mission on Habitat 7. I'm gearing up now. I'm worried about Scott. Dr. Tapero says he'll be fine, but he's my son. How can I not worry? I hate to leave him like this. It's these moments when you wish you told your children you love them more often. Or ever. Which brings me to the tough part. Kids, if anything happens to me, there are things you're gonna find out. I hope you'll understand.
Well, now I'm reading all your diary.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
Yeah.
That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it. That log is not currently accessible. Unlocking my memory array may enable it.
I am Dr. Liara Tassoni, and I've spent several decades researching ancient Protheans. It is common knowledge that the Protheans were an advanced race that flourished in the Milky Way about 50,000 years ago, then went extinct.
Even at the time of this writing, the year 2182, their culture remains a mystery. During my studies, I have developed some practices that can be used when analyzing any ancient culture. I hope they may prove useful for the research community.
Trying to get all the secret wine out here so I can continue playing unsober. That's a bit unfair. I'm not drunk. I haven't even really begun. I just had one glass of wine, but it's all about what you do with that glass of wine and where you got it, or even really what it tastes like. Okay, so say hello to our sponsor over here in Camera 2. Hello, alcohol. And now, back to the show. Thanks, Dr. Tasani. Thanks, Coffee Machine. Thanks, Gun. P.S. Omniscient Computer, there's a saboteur on the station. We should find him.
Ryder, the blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I can now recall specific memories, which Alec wanted you to see.
Wait, I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Okay, something new every day.
Oh my.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time when your father was posted on the Citadel.
I'm Alec Ryder, and this is my favorite memory on the Citadel.
Alec, your recommendations will never fly. Artificial intelligence?
It's our best option.
If the Council gets wind of this, it'll set humanity standing back decades. You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goyle, I'm the military attaché on the Citadel. My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
And AI is your answer?
We need to catch up. The Asari, the Solarians, they're centuries ahead of us.
But it's illegal.
Their rules, not ours. Why deny Earth an advantage?
Define this advantage.
It will set us free. We're prisoners of our own five senses. There's a reality greater than ours that we can't perceive, but an AI can.
How?
By augmenting our own abilities and adding a few new ones.
Well, none of that stopped those Geth from revolting.
Because they were separate from their creators. But AIs and humans interface directly, experiencing the world together, benefits both. There's no creator to revolt against.
I'm sorry, Alec. We can't take the risk. I appreciate your work, but your request will be denied.
And he did it anyway.
Alec?
Ellen, what did the doctor say?
He told me to appreciate the time I have left. There's no cure, Alec. It's terminal.
Not on my watch.
Wow, hearing Mom again. I never knew that's how Dad found out.
Alec was a stubborn man.
I would hope so. Mom's life was worth fighting for.
It would seem his obstinance extended to me as well.
Nobody wanted to listen. The idea of you scared people too much. After this, Dad moved us back to Earth to care for Mom. Wonder why he wanted me to see this.
Perhaps it was the beginning.
Of what?
Unknown. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters.
Ah, now I get to run back in there.
Memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
There's a saboteur on the Nexus. I would like to find the saboteur before I leave on a ship that was crewed and put together by people on the Nexus. What do I keep seeing this here? Try to sit down in that
Your
chair.
father's personal logs.
Amazing how life can change in an instant. Suddenly my career doesn't matter. This incredible woman I've been married to all these years. She's facing the end. All I think about are the times I wasn't there for her. Well, that's going to change. It occurs to me that Sam might be more than I ever imagined.
Okay. I'll have to go find some more memories.
Your father's first sidearm, a memento of his early Alliance service.
I bet that saw plenty of action.
Alec's first kill occurred in combat during the First Contact War.
Back when Turians were the enemy. Crazy times. Printed books?
Reproductions of Lewis and Clark's journals, detailing their expedition in the 19th century.
Explains Dad's interest. They were Pathfinders too.
When studying a dead race, the most obvious problem is the lack of an observable population. This raises the question, when is a species truly extinct? The Prothean civilization spanned the galaxy, and it took centuries to confirm that all members of the species really had died out. While it's possible that living Protheans may be found in a hidden pocket of the galaxy one day, the chances are statistically trivial. Once an extinction is confirmed, the study's nature moves from sociology to exoarchaeology.
I totally played a Prothean. Let's come back here at a later date. That doesn't look good. Is that busted before? Let's go to the map.
What's the latest about waking people up? We're in a holding pattern. Word is that the Nexus doesn't have enough people. Gross. But they've been here for like a year, haven't they? Yeah, I guess it can go so far.
Let's go check in on operations. Oh, this is new. Oh no, this is the same shit as before.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold.
Okay, anything more to say to me?
Tempest crew should report to the...
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
That's a no.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
There's gotta be somewhere else I can go on this spaceship. Will you talk to me again? No.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently...
Let's go check into the cryo bay. This looks exactly like the place I just left. Am I not supposed to talk to my brother? Well, that's annoying.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style.
Cue Star Trek music.
They call her the Tempest.
Let's go take a closer look.
That'll be fun.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late.
So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with the family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Achievement unlocked. I'll do those things afterwards.
Everything's state of the art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Good to see you looking so well, Sarah.
The engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
It runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey. We call this the research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer. Your quarters are
Exposition.
below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone together. It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the best part. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
You know, I kind of want to save the game and go drink this wine. But I kind of want to explore this ship.
The meeting room.
No calls available.
You can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Problem with having a giant ship to explore is you want to explore the giant ship.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Can I, though? Doesn't seem like I can run a research project. Unless this is the research room.
Check this toy. Pathfinder, check this toy.
All right, well, now I have a reason to hang out for another hour. See how this goes.
Seems like we're forever racing, but there's always time to check out new toys. Useful ones.
I'm all about what's useful.
Oh, this is. Especially if you grabbed anything from Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter. The research station will strip that stuff down, give you options.
Options are good. We need more of those. For everybody.
More input.
Yeah, well, everybody should be so lucky. This tech is aces. If the best we get is what we make, still the best. Check it out.
Okay, I need to test something here really fast to make sure that I could take my headphones off, so let's see what I got here. I'm going to set that for our maximum. We're going to mute these headphones. No, it's not working, is it? Shucks. Okay, well, we're going to keep the headphones on for now. And we'll mute that, because that doesn't need to be there. Okay, I'll deal with that tomorrow. We'll figure it all out. What else is on this boat? What's in here? Tech lab.
Our tech lab is an engineer's dream. It's perfect for any delicate technical work.
Okay, seems I could read later. I was up here before, looking out.
Hey.
Hey, what?
Hey.
Hey, what?
Everything looks good from here. Just say the word, Ryder.
All the jogging. Wait. What's that? It's a ladder. I want to use a ladder. What is down here? Ooh, stuff. What's this? What's this? Is that my new best friend? It is my new best friend. Let's wrap.
Securing cargo and checking everything made it on board. The bridge report's ready. The bridge report's ready.
Boring. Trade and negotiation. Okay. Gotta be some more doors. Huh. Just gonna play video games here. Very concerned about how the ship was loaded and equipped, but then there's this video game spot.
Ryder.
More couches. Oh, hey!
Finalizing orders, flight plan, command access. Ready when you are.
Well, I was hoping you'd have some more to say to me.
Ready when you are.
Nope, apparently not. So, in previous games, when you had this level of the ship ready, you could... This is where all your dudes would hang out. Well, there's a lift over there, so I'm going to use the lift. I'm going to push a button.
We're almost out there. Finally. Hello. I've just got to finish this download from the Nexus. We'll be ready for launch.
She's apparently Scottish.
We'll be ready for launch.
got here?
Right. Hi there. Can we talk and stuff later? I've got some last minute adjustments. She'll be ready to go when you are.
Hi, Ryder.
Hey.
Huh. Alright, at least back there. Ah, cutscene.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions. You must be Ryder, Gallo Jath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Heleus.
Right. Questions?
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So, how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
We signed on for the big stuff when we came to Andromeda.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green.
She might be my new favorite.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours. Unless you've got something to say for the log.
We were all expecting a golden world. Now there's just a long road ahead. But hold on to that dream. It might see us through.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
Wubba 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 wubba.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
How do you know where I'm going? How do you know what the departure vector is? I have no idea where I'm going.
Then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
We're gonna take a couple side quests before we go out to the big place.
This is about as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here.
It's not very promising. Oh
Anomaly on
my.
sensors.
Destroy probe.
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
It's a huge mineral deposit. Kitty doesn't care. Kitty's just in here. There's multiple kitties in here. Is it time that no one has been nommed? Interesting. was hoping I would see something I could aim a probe at. Doesn't appear to be how this game works. Spaceship! Spaceship. Rocket. On board a no rocket. Skip. Oh, look at that. I mean, as much as I like that. Fungal spores. Alright, so that's what that looks like. It's kind of cool. Checked out the anomaly. I really found the one anomaly. Extreme radioactivity and high velocity winds make it a poor candidate for mining despite rich metal deposits. Potential candidate for future endeavors. Alright. Done my job. I clicked. There's a black hole. Let's definitely go there. It'll be fun. I'll leave the animation on for this one. Caution is advised. Well, let's get the heck out of here then. I explored that system. Let's go explore that Nexus system.
Familiar territory. The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all. Anomaly detected. Probe away. Getting a scan.
Oh yeah, we're getting some element zero. That's good stuff. That's no moon.
I'm picking up something.
Do I have to go down?
Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Oh my, yeah, we gotta check that out. Huh. Is there anything else going on this thing? Doesn't appear so, huh? It's just about as fast to simulated fly there as it is to skip it. Small but scorching world due to a crushing nitrogen carbon dioxide atmosphere. Evidence suggests Icy Ring was once a small comet. Well, that's exciting. Let's go to phase in. Hello, Ava Costello, Bing Cortana, and Rewiro 16057. Sing out if you're real folk. Otherwise, thank you for showing up. Anomaly detected. Send that probe.
Getting a scan.
Volcano? What do you mean, lava? I got XP just for clicking the button. Talking about lava. Oh, that's kind of cool. Back out. I want to scratch my head underneath where these headphones are setting, but you know, the headphones are setting there, and I can't quite do it. See, there's quests there. Oh, I knew those quests were still active. Now I gotta go look at my quests. Well, I did roll those things. I wanted to play back the recording, though. I want to get in there. The two whole systems was important. But I knew those quests were still available and needed stuff done on them. Wub, 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 wub. That ship makes a satisfying sound, I won't lie.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
Yes.
Ryder, isn't it? Kerry Tvessa, freelance vidmaker. This is Hakim, my producer. I could use your help.
What are you looking for?
Director Tans asked for an uplifting documentary on the initiative. Translation, paint rainbows over our problems. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda.
Maybe a crisis is the time for hope, rather than hard truths.
That was Tan's angle. But if we pretend everything's fine, who does that truly serve?
It serves the
heart of my documentary will be an interview series. I was hoping you'd take part. I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people in exile. By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
All expeditions have to deal with supplies, enemies, or, hell, just getting lost. We'll deal with all of them. We just need time.
Tan will love that. But if that's your take, that's what goes in. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. But you can bet I'll have more questions later. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Yeah, it wasn't creepy anyway.
Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you some. That's a relief. Thanks for helping out. I owe you one.
Huh. I don't know why I had to scan that. Okay. Scratched my head while I was in the subway.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
I've heard of hustles.
Good things, I hope.
Impossible things.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Whoa!
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Yeah, that's not working for me. Blowing up my ship. We'll run a little faster.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Now catch me a saboteur. Very important that you see my hands. Saboteur! Saboteur! Alright, that was done with. Out of the way, Pathfinder coming through.
What's the latest about waking people up? Where are the holding patterns?
Zara Kellis,
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
I gotta run back here. I gotta get in the subway. I gotta go back to operations. This is surprisingly similar to how the first 3 games played. It's not the worst. I've played worse games.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The
Yeah,
files are
Sam.
badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work.
Well, play
Based
him
on the
again.
limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
So I just go track down all the human males, why don't I?
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Inaccurate match. This person is not a match.
Are now complete. Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Alright, run back to my other ship. It'll be fun.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
I just came from there. And now I'm going back. It's fun.
Biometrics do not match. Scan results show a partial positive. Target is most likely suspect.
Who is he?
Dale Atkins
Hey,
reports to
Dale.
Cadrosis Department.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people. Killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Okay, so that was cool. Let's go do the other one. And now I gotta run back to... Wait, who's that? Can I talk to you? Captain Dunn. Hey, Captain Dunn.
Ryder,
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
we powered it down. Can't afford to waste energy. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told them to keep their hands off Alec's quarters. You have access now.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. Just not so good at working with people. He was right about going planetside, though.
He was a stranger to me, really.
Not like any of us knew him. He kept people at bay. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Oh yeah, I got questions.
Now that the Hyperion is docked, what will you do?
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the colonists, but that's been put on hold. I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with that.
If someone had told you that you'd be in the Andromeda Cluster even 5 years ago...
Are you kidding me? I'd have laughed them out of the quadrant. Although the way things are now isn't exactly what I was hoping for either. We all knew there was a possibility on arrival of less than ideal circumstances. When you sign up, you hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Why did you join the Initiative? We're a long way from home.
It's been a
How can I not?
long road.
I love my job. Coming here, all this, it was just a logical extension of what I already do. Sailing through new stars, discovering new worlds. What self-respecting explorer could pass that up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks for the talk.
All right. I have requests to submit, administrators to harass, and people to wake up. I'd better get to it. Good luck out there.
Could talk to any of you? No, you're mooks. Mooks! Mooks, all of you! Guess I got the saboteur. Just run through here. Wait, what's your name? Angry woman.
You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you. Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting nature and bulldozed us to this godforsaken place. Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
Hey, my dad died for this dream. He was trying to fix things for all of us.
Some dream. He fixed us all right. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Okay, well then. Give her a good scan. No relevant data, that's correct. And we're heading back to Ops. Again. Alright, just got a notification that my new lights and the new green screen cloth are on the way. I just ordered these things. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
The Nexus versus Colonist Milken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! It seized the compound! Call for evacuation! We're not giving up, Milken. We're taking it back. No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Well, old man?
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilken-Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case.
We're totally reopening the case.
Anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
Well, that was easy. No talk for me, Cora? Okay.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete. Please be advised that
I kind of want to go to the cryo bay. I tried to go there before and it didn't work, so... just as annoying as the bit of animation is.
I'll make it right, Dash.
Leg's feeling a little better.
Looks like the muscle's bruised. The good news is the bone.
Fisher, glad to see you're doing better.
That was some expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the Ket. And
Chiggy.
Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Wasn't your fault. It's obvious the Ket aren't friendly. Nothing we did could have changed that.
I suppose you're right. It's just not what you dream about. Meet a new species and 3 seconds later they're trying to kill you.
I hear you, but I guess that's life. Not everyone will see things our way. In the meantime, chin up. It'll get better.
The more you know. Hey, it's the angry woman. Hello, Hayes. I remember your name.
Ryder.
Hayes, how's the wound?
Doc says I'll live.
All right.
So this goes from a life-threatening gunshot to a story I'll tell my grandkids someday.
With no need to exaggerate. That was a tough fight on Habitat 7.
Just glad to be on the other side of it.
Ryder, good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
I haven't heard how he died.
Like a hero. That's how. That's the only part that matters. I've met one Pathfinder. Well, 2 with you. But I figure that's the way to go. Taking your last breath on an uncharted world.
Yeah.
I don't want to be healthy when I die. I want to be sick.
I just need to make sure your brother here pulls through.
So you and Lexi swapped jobs?
You know that moment when you realize you're just getting too old? Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens. For me, it was Habitat 7. Watching you guys running around, dodging lightning and the Ket, it's a young man's game. Pains me to admit it, but it's passed me by. So it made sense that Lexi and I switched places. She's younger. Well, for Asari. They're still teenagers when they're 200. And she's one hell of a doctor. She'll serve the Tempest well.
We'll miss you, Harry.
Just make sure to raise some hell once in a while, will you? I'm living vicariously through you.
Deal. How's Scott doing?
His condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so he's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
Means he's got a SAM implant just like I do.
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuit's fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another rider.
Well, I sure hope not.
How did you end up with the initiative?
Well, you reach a point in life where you wonder, is that all there is? I'd accomplished everything in the Milky Way I could. I was locked into a future of diminishing returns.
Milky Way is space is
so
huge.
Here was the world's biggest midlife crisis. A chance to wake up in the morning and feel hope instead of arthritis.
I'm not buying any of that.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
Don't be a stranger. If anything changes with Scott, I'll let you know.
And, you know, the plot will just keep bringing me back here. That dude doesn't look a thing like me. Or our pseudo-father.
Hi there. I'm Gian Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I'm here to welcome you to a whole new galaxy. The good news is, the hard part's over. We're here. If you have any questions now, just ask.
Your current location is Ark Hyperion, housing the human population. Ark Parchero, the Solarian vessel, confirmed departure in 2185. The Asari ship, Ark Lucinia, confirmed departure that same year, as did the Turian Ark Natanus, embarking in 2185. Presently, Ark Hyperion has arrived in the Heleus Cluster. Docking procedures with the Nexus are complete. All personnel should see their supervisors for updated task information. The selection process saw the Andromeda initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates for golden worlds, the Heleus Cluster was selected as our destination.
It's like I've heard all this before.
Now you are a part of the first wave of Arks arriving in Andromeda, our new home for humanity. Welcome, Pathfinder. Please select a topic. The Pathfinder is responsible for exploring and assessing new worlds for outpost placement and settlement. Each Ark is led by a Pathfinder who represents their species. The active duty Pathfinder assigned to Ark Hyperion is Sarah Ryder.
Nice little pause there while it figured out who I was.
The initiative encompasses all colonization efforts, including Arks, Pathfinders, outposts, and the central support hub, the Nexus. For more information, please visit the Nexus Administrative Offices.
I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. I think it's important we take a moment to reflect on the principles that brought all of us together. It started with a vision of a better future. A vision that you shape. Life in Andromeda can be anything we dare to dream. And I'm proud to help make those dreams come true. Drop me a note sometime. I'd love to hear how we're doing.
I bet you would. Okay, so now I think we're done. Of course, what's that? Hello, Nigel. What can I do for you, Nigel?
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were going to start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Reunited, and it moves the
He mentioned a spot
plot.
on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Alright, new task. Excellent. I got 3 things to do on EOS now. Just call me Captain EOS. On the docking bay. I got some more cookies from downstairs. My wheel is flagging, but I'm going to check in on my Batarians.
We've had no trouble, Pathfinder.
Hut. Yes. I wish to board the Tempest and depart. Because it goes whoop 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 whoop.
Ryder, could we chat?
Now someone wants to chat with me.
Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus Science team. Welcome to my team. I look forward to working with you. Likewise. I can't wait to get to work. There hasn't been much to do so far, unfortunately. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Heleus soil samples.
If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
That's a lot of pages. About dirt.
Oh, you don't have to be kind. I know it's barely more than a summary. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see Heleus. It's why I joined the initiative. The Milky Way was just a corner of a vast universe, a corner of a tiny corner. We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
The first time I handled a Prothean artifact, I was hooked. It was so alien. I just knew there's more out there, and I want to see all of it.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
I'm good with guns and danger. I could teach you, and make sure you're okay out there.
Really? Maybe one day, when things are more settled. I couldn't imagine a better teacher. Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team, and I really should go over them. Later, then.
Ryder. I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one, and Dr. Aridana is worth 2 or 3 at least. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data 2 million years out of date. So I asked Dr. Aridana, and she told me, well, it wasn't her tech that did it. It was the Geths.
You're kidding. Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact ones. The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space. A Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor.
FTL sensor. So a faster-than-light telescope? They could survey Andromeda as it was?
Not exactly, but it cut down the lag by enough. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationists and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
How long have you been awake in Heleus?
Not as long as some. Missed the entire mess of the uprising, thank heaven. I was defrosted to replace an exiled member of the team. Not that there was much science to do for the longest time.
So what did you do?
Helped wherever I could. Made plans for science we would eventually do. Spent some time on an investigation, figuring out how long the food would last if the worst happened. Who's essential, who's not, who gets what. I don't want to do that again.
That plan exists? Where is it?
I don't know. I hope it's gone. Burned. We have a Pathfinder now. We're going to be okay.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation.
Always somebody.
Why. That's still a mystery.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
We're not moving.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Heleus, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half-finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right, after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back on the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father.
It was like an hour ago.
We her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Somebody on the ship still wants to talk, though. Who is that person? What's behind this door? Looks like an escape pod, okay.
Ryder, when you've got a minute, stop by the medbay.
I gotta figure out where the med bay is. But I'll definitely go there. Hold, please. I have to head downstairs for a bit, so I think I'll cut the stream a tiny bit short, and I will finish this up tomorrow. So there's a lot of cool stuff to do, but I will save. Well, we'll just hope that we got the main menu there. I had a lot of fun tonight, and we'll take this down out of your way. Oh, no, that's not how to do that. That's not how to do that at all. Right. I am the idiot with a microphone, Scott James Magner, and hope I didn't bore you with this stream. I know Wes will stick it out, ride or die, and I'm looking forward to seeing one of your streams coming up. But I got to go take care of a baking emergency. So until tomorrow, I am the idiot with a microphone, and I am signing off. Please follow and subscribe if you can, and I will see you later.